All right, so I'm hanging out at UCLA with Brad Andersen of Global Merchandising. So Brad, real quick, tell us, how important is merchandising to artists today when perhaps record sales are a bit down due to digital downloading and all that good stuff?
Oh, I would say it's a huge part of the artist's revenue these days. You know, that's a lot of bands when they start out, that's how they're going to make their money, and then as bands grow and get bigger, the revenue streams just becomes huge. Not only just between tour, but you got when you become a large band, you have tour, you have licensing, you have retail, you have your web services, and then you have joint ventures. And so yeah, it's a huge part of a band's revenue coming in these days.
So the band name, the band logo, the band slogan, the band mascot is a really important part of development.
Yes, definitely in the beginning and the development of it. Yeah, you want to make sure you have a great logo, great identity. Obviously, I'm wearing one of the most probably classic icons of all time. This is one of our clients, Motorhead. When Lemmy passes, God forbid when that happens, he will still continue on in the form of Motorhead. We represent a whole bunch of other bands and artists, for anything from a One Direction to a Motley Crue, Elton John, to a Dolly Parton. So the world is open to all kinds of different artists and different genres, and yeah, it's a huge part, especially when you get to the tween market, such as a One Direction or a 5 Seconds of Summer. Austin Mahone, that's where the huge dollars come in on the revenue for the on-tour sales. And of course retail and licensing as well.
Okay, so is the bigger merchandising deals like you guys, bigger merchandising companies, reserved for the bigger artists for the most part?
Yeah, we don't deal with a whole lot of like developing artists. We deal with more established artists, and a lot of our clients that we represent are long-term relationships between the owner of our company and the managements and or different agents. So we have a lot of long developing relationships.
Okay, and the final question would be, so how do indie and DIY bands handle the merchandising? Can they do it themselves?
Yeah, usually that's how most bands start out. Is they just start out with a do-it-yourself things. I mean, I've toured years ago where we actually had bands that we would have a stencil and we would spray paint the logo of it because we didn't have the actual facility or to do the stuff to order up the blanks and get it done by a screen printer. So yeah, that's what you call the bottom of the barrel of the DIY. But we actually did that. We would make like $5 on every shirt, and that would actually pay for our gas to get to the next city.
Sweet.
So yeah.
All right, brother.
All right.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right. Take care.